All right, ample time is 6 o'clock, so we'll call the meeting to order for September the 25th, 2017 council meeting. Before I move on, a couple of things I'd like to announce. Number one is an organization was formed over the last few weeks to do what could be done for Oscar's Place, a homeless shelter. And I'm happy to let the community know, if they haven't known at this point, is that there has been a 6-month reprieve, so they will be able to stay where they are over the winter months, which is, I think, very good news. On the other hand, it is with sadness that we announce that a longtime employee of the town of the Pas, Alan Babby, passed away on the weekend after a very long struggle, a very strong man. And there will be a service of remembrance for him on October the 6th at 1 p.m. at the Catholic Church, and I would anticipate that Town of the Pas operations will be closed for that afternoon. With that, I will go to item number 2, adoption of the agenda by resolution, please.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Rock. Be it resolved that the agenda be adopted as presented.
Any questions? Call the question, all in favor? Carried. Okay, item number 3, confirmation of minutes.
Moved by Councillor Rock, seconded by Councillor Zelinski. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular council meeting and the committee of the whole of September 11, 2016 be hereby approved, all statutory declarations having been complied with.
Any questions?
I just have a comment. I'm
Sure.
going to abstain because I wasn't present at the last meeting. so-
Understood. All right. Call the question, all in favor? It is carried. One signature. Excellent. All right, citizens period. What? Okay. We'll move on to item number 5, the report from our CAO.
My first thing I would like to bring forward is the introduction of Graham Kaler. See, I knew I would mess up, Graham. We just talked about it. He's our new controller. He's been with us for a week now, and he's still smiling, so that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
So I just wanted to introduce Graham to council and to the public.
Welcome, Greg.
So now on to my report. The following is an update as it relates to various departmental reports as of September 15th. Processing of new artifacts at the Sam Waller Museum. There's also been some brickwork started on the 3rd Street entrance at the museum. This is some upgrade. Cape Cloud has also started as a new weekend host at the museum. Public Works is working on asphalt patching, pouring of concrete forms, catch basin repairs, painting of crosswalks and curbs. As you can see, we're kind of a little bit all over the place. We're getting to some of our more serious potholes right now that we're digging out and trying to clean up, so hopefully the weather's going to cooperate with us. Landfill cleanup is ongoing. Boulevard repairs are ongoing with downtown cleanup. Flow testing of hydrants is underway, so we have it advertised right now to warn the public there will be discolored water and low flows in some areas. The phosphorus compliance plan was submitted to the province. We did a little bit of revisions with the flushing program. I know we're a little bit earlier than previous years. Pressure testing on LaRose has been completed. The work on the LaRose Avenue is going quite well. Fall cleanup is going to be held October 23rd and 27th. Hazardous Household Waste Day was held on the 20th of September. Recreation held parade of programs on September 16th. We had an amazing turnout for parade of programs this year. Preparations are completed for the dance program and music moves lessons. Fall program preparation is underway for recreation and wellness, such as yoga, drop-in women's volleyball, and drop-in men's volleyball. Ice schedules are complete. However, we are having some issues with our ice. It started, however, there's a leak which pushed back the opening of the 2017-18 season. Just to give the public some information on that, we did realize that there were some issues with our ice in the last season. So as a result, we had called in the usual contractors that we get out of Winnipeg that are specialists in this. They came in, they did additional maintenance and repair as a result, and everything was working fine in June when they came in and did the testing. Unfortunately, when we went to start up our rink, our ice plant, we discovered that there were some leaks. So they've been working very closely with us. Benjamin has been amazing in keeping on track with them. They actually came within 24 hours of that leak being noticed. So they're working with us on finding a solution as soon as possible. The wheelchair ramp in the seating area at the arena has now been certified. Clap for you, Benjamin. That's an amazing feat. This has been a couple of years in the making. Town facilities are being serviced in preparation of the winter season. Pump replacement at the pool, things are running smoothly. There's been no deficiencies found in the last health inspection. Staff working with Rotary on the relocation of the walking path by the waterfront. Fall cleanup at the cemetery. There's also been some new benches placed by the columbarium. These benches were actually donated by the owners of McDonald's, the Assailies, and they've been used to put outside the columbarium on both sides. It makes it quite aesthetically pleasing. Several proclamations have been done in the past few weeks. Assistant CIO was working with Planning Branch on various zoning issues, along with preparing information for the Planning District. Board of Revision is slowly underway, and I want to commend staff. They did an amazing job in volunteering for the release of memory. I want to personally thank Shauna, Jen, Randy Manich, I say Randy Manich because I'm the other Randy, Amber and Jessica for always willing to help out. And that's my report.
Any questions? All right, we will move on to 7.3.1, 2017 taxes added and deleted.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Rock, whereas each year the assessment branch submits additions and deletions to the assessment roll. Therefore, be it resolved that council approve additions in the amount of $7,379 and cancellations in the amount of $16,610 to the 2017 real property tax roll as contained on a listing from Manitoba Municipal Relations dated August 22nd, 2017.
Any questions? Here now, call a question. All in favor? Carried. .3.2 payroll and accounts.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Alan Gibb. Resolved that council approve the following accounts. Pay period number 17 in the amount of $131,891.91. Pay period number 18 in the amount of $120,068.85. General checks in the amount of $2,117,374.32. Electronic funds transfer in the amount of $170,085.17. There we go.
Any comments? Here now, call a question. All in favor? It is carried. All right, 7.7, library board minutes have been received as information, I would assume. 7.8, minutes from the museum, along with their income statements from May, June, and July of this year. Any questions, comments?
Just by way of comment, when we discussed this at our last meeting of the museum board, there was a suggestion that came forward that we want to adjust that statement format we use to include an additional column which would then reflect the year-to-date, the balance sort of thing. So rather than having to do the math when you look at it, there would be a column that would tell you that the difference between revenues and expenses leaves us with X amount sort of thing.
Okay, thank you very much. 8.1, collective agreement.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Commodore, be it resolved that council authorize the mayor and the assistant CAO to sign the collective agreement with the Canadian Union of Public Employees, Local 745, for a 4-year term commencing January 1st, 2017 to December 31st, 2020.
Any comments? Councillor Rock.
Just by way of general comment, I would congratulate our negotiating team and the negotiating team on the union side This is a contract which is a partnership between the two groups, and I'm very pleased that it moved forward quickly, and we've got a settlement.
I would just like to add that I'm very happy, I'm ecstatic to see a 4-year agreement. This will allow future councils to all have participation in the collective bargaining process with its employees. So this has been a long time coming to get this onto schedule, so well done, everybody. Anybody else? Call the question, all in favor? It is carried unanimously. Committee reports, Museum Board, Councillor Rock. Oh,
nothing
pardon me,
additional.
yes, of course, yeah, it's there. Chamber of Commerce, Councillor Commodore.
I was in Winnipeg, so I was unable to attend that.
Sustainable Force, Councillor Rock.
We held a meeting last week, and we did get to tour the facility and site and see all the major work that's going on, and got that update. It pleased everyone there that they were moving forward on that information. There was some additional concern and information with regard to the pine beetle and the area it's covering. But I guess that's to some degree it's a benefit to the company, because they're able to harvest those trees while they're in a 3-year window and use them. So that's a good thing.
Anybody else? Oh, sorry. I was into a different board there. And did you want to add to that at all, or? Just by way of the tour, that we, council had that tour as well the next day?
Right.
So, okay.
Nothing that, it was just simply the amount of investment was noted by the committee, the 20 or 22 million, which is huge.
So if I could then, if you don't mind, I'll just add that we went out there the next day. There was 3 of us, 2 councillors and myself. $22.5 million being invested over the next few weeks, 400 plus tradespeople in town. A lot of money being invested in this community. The most important words I heard were the order book is full. They are so far ahead of where they had hoped to be. It's amazing. And they're looking at spending $75 million over the next 5 years. So if anybody thinks they're tidying things up to put a for sale sign on it, that's not the case. They're here for the long term, and that our community couldn't have better news if we wanted it. Citizens on Patrol, Councillor Commodore.
Well, we had a busy meeting. It was held on September 12th. There'll be 2 members doing the UCN presentation to the law enforcement class. The law enforcement class is going to be doing speed watch. 2 members retired, 4 members going to a conference. We're doing some fundraising to go to the Children's Hospital at the conference. There's more and more graffiti around town, and if anybody needs help with that, then they have to contact the COPP, because we have paint to do the cover-up. We had a potluck this summer, and it went very well. I was unable to go to it. I had family business to attend to. A lot of reports from our members. No RCMP presence on Halcro. Cell phone usage is actually people are noticing people are pulling over. There's a taxi company in town that's steady doing U-turns. There's gang graffiti going on, 46 or 49 with a crown. People are getting lots of painted. We've got it in the back of our place, next door. Lots of broken glass on the bike path. Lots of street persons around, impatient drivers. People are running red lights. I ran into that one. Rolling stops, intoxicated persons uptown, lots of people. And then there is people pulling over to cell phone, but there's people being noticed that they're texting while driving. I see quite a bit of that. We have people at the lake, and they said the lake's very quiet. Bachelor Road's very quiet. And but they also said that there's not too much RCM presence out at the lake. There we go, my report.
Great, thank you. Community Development Corporation. Councilor?
No meeting.
No meeting? Okay, thank you. Destination marketing, Councilor Marsh. Councilor Cross, pardon me.
That's okay. Unfortunately, I was unable to attend the last meeting, but I think I sent the minutes from it. It was a pretty short meeting. We're still working with the CDC on getting the staff person hired. They're starting on Monday, a week from today. So again, I missed the meeting. Unfortunately, I don't quite have an update on that. I don't know if there's really anything to update. There's a job description that's circulating right now. And if you want to apply for a grant, we still have funding available. So get your grant application into us, and I would assume that we'll be meeting. We usually meet every month, so we'll be meeting within the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm assuming.
Have we announced who is taking on this position? Or can we announce who's taking on this position?
I don't know. So I've been told that the, I guess, liaise for this person, or the go-to people, would be Alan Gibb as the chair of the CDC and Lonnie Karpick as the chair of the Destination Marketing Committee. So I don't know if that's been formalized. I know that was a suggestion. Yeah, that was a suggestion that was thrown out at one of our meetings again. So we're still working kinks and bugs out. And yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I would assume on Monday when they start, we can totally announce who they are, but I'm not the chair for either committee or board, so I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to do
All right.
the announcement.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Recycling board, Councilor Zelinski.
Yeah, we had a meeting last week. Pretty much business as usual. The summer was a little bit slow, but overall the tonnage is up for the year. Other than that, there's a new forklift that's been purchased for the recycling center, which I think is being delivered shortly.
This week, yeah.
This week it's being delivered. I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. The Pot Community Renewal Corporation, Councilor Cross.
Yes, we have had some staff changeover at the Community Renewal Corporation. Our executive director, Darcy Thompson, left and has moved into a different position, not with the organization. And our community development coordinator, community facilitator, sorry, that was a different job title, has moved up into the executive director position. So we will be advertising for the community facilitator position. And right now, while they're working on filling some staffing voids, obviously, they're also, they've put in the proposal to the Churchill Economic Development Fund and are waiting to hear back from that. And they're working with Northland Ford right now for the Zombie Walk. For those of you who don't know, every year the Community Renewal Corporation, along with Pasco Times and the radio station, partner to host a zombie walk, and so they collect non-perishable food items, and people come out for a night and they dress up as zombies, and we walk throughout the town, and they take the collected perishable food items and they donate them to Oscar's Place. Northland Ford for several years has done an initiative called We Scare Hunger, where it's kind of the same thing. They collect non-perishable food items and like breakfast food type items for the school at the dealership for the month of October, and then at the end of the month they distribute it. So this year they just decided, like, why don't we just do it all together? So they'll still collect at the Zombie Walk, but you can also drop off donations right at Northland Ford all throughout the month of October. And then at the end of October, they're going to divvy them to, like, UCN has a food bank and stuff that they run there. So some will go there. They'll go to all the schools, Joey Ross, Oscar Laughlin, all the schools at the Kelsey School Division for their breakfast programs, Oscar's Place and the Soup Kitchen as well. So I would encourage everybody to come out. The date is October the 27th. And yeah, like I said, they just started planning and have sent out letters and that stuff, so.
Good, thank you. Library board, Councilor Floyd.
I could not attend the last meeting. It was held September the 12th. The minutes are attached to this council meeting, but of note from there was that long-standing library board member Jean Lejam is resigning/retiring out of the board in December, and so we'll be looking for a new board member at that point. If anybody has interest, contact Loren Lilius, she's the library administrator. And also, there were a couple of items of discussion there that are on the agenda for committee of the whole regarding kind of strategic planning for the library for the upcoming number of years.
So, okay, thank you. Joint Committee of Council with the RM, Councilors Commodore and Rock.
We have yet to set a meeting up.
Okay, Kelsey School Division Committee, we haven't had a meeting either. Citizen Spirit. Okay, that's easy. Can I have a motion to adjourn, please? There we go, we're adjourned. See you all in a couple minutes.